Okay, I found one to use for inspo. We're going to try to do this in an hour. We're going to do it on this lot in Henford, but we're going to keep it base game. So all I know is that it's got one building here and another one kind of behind it. Okay, we know we want a sort of steep roof for the height of the house, maybe a little steeper, and then a tiny bit swooped. Oop, that's really large. I don't have a really good stone for that, like a nice yellowy stone. So I think I'm going to go with stucco or brick instead. Yeah, nothing is really quite like this would have been good, probably. That would have been perfect, but we're not going to use that. Do we have anything even slightly close? No. All right, let's just do stucco. This one. That's at least the right tone, right? And then we need an orangish door. That looks huge now that I'm looking at it. Let's put some windows on and see. We want light green. I like these ones with the shutter sticking out, but that might be too green, you know? Let's filter by green. Maybe, oh, none of these really look cottagey enough. It's that white. Whenever that white is involved, it just makes it look so modern. What is that? I've never seen that one. Is that new? All right, well, maybe we'll start with this one. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, that doesn't even really look that green. Maybe we should go with the bright green. Let's start and see. I don't want to get too attached to it though, because it takes twice as long to put it up because it's 2 windows. Where is it? Is that not tagged as green? This is how I find out I'm colorblind. Or maybe blue would be better. No, I've done that before. Is that faithful to the vibe? Let's see. I think so. It's a little bit more muted. Yeah, because I want it to look less white. Oh, that matches more than I thought it did. Okay. Well, maybe we'll put these down here. That's the general arrangement. Let's find more square ones. Like that one? Yeah. I gotta check and make sure we got the right wall height. I don't think we do. Want that one instead? That looks right. I'm gonna leave the under eaves alone for this one just because the wall is a little lighter, so it doesn't really bother me that much that it's white. I'm gonna make this smaller though. Less decorating. Okay. Ooh, I didn't do the terrain yet. Well, we won't mess with it too much. It's a small lot. And let's do wall height. We want short and short. Much better. I wish there was an archway we could put around this. Let's see if there's a better door. This one would be good if it was rounded, but we're not using that anyway. Maybe for some reason that doesn't seem right. It's a little intense for this. Yeah, we need more doors that have like a stone archway for older builds. No, I'm getting too granular now anyway. That doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna move the house back a little bit. That way we have the most garden space possible. That window looks too big now. Where's the other one? Yeah, that's a lot more cozy looking. Okay, and then we'll go with purple for the flowers. We need a chimney. Oop. Oh, we don't want that to do that. The chimneys, it's easier to just sell them when they do that because, okay, never mind. Do we want that there? And then another one over here? How many chimneys is too much for a house this size? I'll put the stairs in now so that I don't mess it up later. Like that maybe? And then we can put, how do hallways work? It's actually a pretty big house. We could do 3 full bedrooms up here. We do want to fit a bathroom though. So maybe bathroom could be like here and then, all right, we're already at 14 minutes. I got to make decisions and stop looking at that picture. We need a usable layout. Okay. Stairs are blocking the entrance this way. Let's move them like here. That's a pretty narrow room. What about like this? That's better. Could stick kids in this one. Narrow isn't as bad as small because as long as you can fit a bed. Yeah, that's not a great layout, but this is a 1-hour house. Let's not get too ambitious here. Why is that not working? It can tell I'm in a rush. Okay, we'll do an archway. You win. Dining here. Oh, those windows are white. Good to know. Kitchen, dining, living. There's got to be a bathroom somewhere. Makes more sense to have it. And then that can be all living space. Maybe we put a little wall here just so there's some separation and then open that up. Hey, I don't have to live here. This layout doesn't make any sense, but that's okay. I don't know what I'm basing it on. Should we stick an office back here or keep that out in the open? Make it a little bigger. I don't know why I always go for tiny bathrooms. There's plenty of room in this house. I'm going to delete this for now. That could be kind of cute. We have a basic layout, so we can ignore the house for now and do the yard. Okay, let's raise the train just to give it some interesting depth. I'm panicking. Looks like we can get away with having it be mostly gravel and then cut out the design for the garden. So I'm going to fill this in first and then we'll go from there. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that tells us where our focal points need to be. That doesn't really look like a path. There's not a lot of space to make it a path. I just want them to have a reason to go that way, you know? Okay, getting too into it. We need a different kitchen window. Oh, I thought there was a green one. Does this one come in green? That's not really green. That's Basegame green. Let's make one. Do we have time for that? No. Wow, self-control. That came in clutch. Let's do the light green. That's the side of the house. It doesn't really matter. Luckily, with these boxier cottages, the windows are kind of a no-brainer. One row on the bottom, one row on the top, slightly different. It's a little lump there. Definitely have time to be smoothing lumps. All right, 27 minutes. I gotta lock in. We're gonna put in some landscaping. That'll make me feel better. We'll just make it kind of formulaic so that it goes faster. Bigger bushes, and then like a little hedge like that. Those blend together really too much almost. Not panicking, not panicking. And then I'll put these on the edge because those kind of frame it nicely. I know I use these a lot, but they're kind of cute. All right, and then we need something to fill that out. That's not as formal though. Let's get something more formal. Should we go grassy? That'll help with the texture. I don't think that's totally true to the inspo, but I think it'll help. Well, it kind of looked like that, but not square. Should we do this and then put a rounded one around it? We don't have time for that. Let's just do a pot of lavender. How? I need a small pot where you can't see the plant really. That one cottage living barrel would work. Or maybe the trash can barrel. Is that obnoxious? Because it's got that literal garbage in it. I just need a brown pot. Don't make me go to debug for this. No, this is a bad idea. Let's just screw it. Okay. Do we have time to make a vine? Probably not. And it's not going to look right. We definitely don't have time to make it look right. Okay, it was coming up over here and then onto there, I think. Okay, let me hyper focus for a second. Why does the lighting look different? I'm going to ignore it. Okay, make that stick down a little bit. Just round it out. And we'll make a tiny little one sticking out right here, like it's coming up behind the shutters. I don't think I have time to make it bushy, sadly. That doesn't look bad. Dang it, I lost my vine. I feel like I should get debug time deducted. I feel like that would be fair. Okay, enough with the vine. And then let's make a little fence here. Maybe a hedge. Is that a cop-out? We don't really even need it. I was just trying to make the front look interesting. Okay, get a hold of yourself. Come on, come on. Oh, we don't want these right under the tree. Just take up space, please. Let's put a big rock here. We can't have a fence, we can at least have a big rock. Maybe we put like a little crumbly wall, and it's Basegame, this one. And I didn't have to look for it. No, where's the one I like? Okay, that's kind of looking cute. I'm not panicking as much. Ooh, can we make a little lane with these? Not that one. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I'm not going to stop. These are really good for just defining little corners. Okay, more lavender. All right, we have 15 minutes left. There's not a lot of space to put a garden over here, so I'm going to stick another back door over here and then put a garden over there so that we have space to grow some things. Can we do that? No, that looks bad. Let's not get too attached. I'm not making the bush huge just so it takes up more space. Finish the thought over here. That doesn't look quite rounded, but that's fine. Whoop. Fill that out a little. Okay. Now I'm just making stuff up. This is too small. Okay. I guess that's something. When in doubt, fill it out. Just tons of daisies. Daisy cottage. Okay. Okay, let's put a hedge over here, but we'll do a bigger one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. That's cheating. I need like a canonical reason for why this wall is so busted. I just want it to be filled out. Some daisies on the edge. That's on a hill. You can't care about that now though. All right, 2 more minutes on the exterior and then I have 5 minutes left to do the inside. Which honestly, that's exactly how much time I wanted to spend on the inside, so I'm not mad about it. Let's just put bulbous everywhere. Shift clicking would make this a lot easier, wouldn't it? Don't have time to play test whether or not you can still garden in those. Oh, I know what we can do. Call in the cavalry. Where is she? The MVP, MVB, most valuable bush. Just fill it out, especially the areas that we didn't fix. This instantly ups the like overgrown look. Stick one back here. Will it fit? Oh yeah, just barely. Really got to do the interior now. 5 minutes left. I don't know why I did that. Where is it? Okay, I have 2 minutes. Literally 2. This is gonna look really bad, but that's okay. Ah, I just want it to be livable. It doesn't have to be cute. Beds. Okay, and then this one is the kids' room. Okay, okay, okay. Where's the toddler bed? Oh my god, where's the wooden toddler bed? Does not matter. I don't care. It's fine. 45 seconds. Okay, I need one more bathroom. Oh my god, the bathroom doesn't have a door. That looks kind of dicey, but that's okay. Ah, okay. Did I even do the bathroom down here? I don't think I did. Oh my god. It doesn't have light fixtures. Okay, time. I think I'm over by 5 seconds. But here we go. It's done. I shouldn't have spent so much time on the kitchen because I knew I had 5 minutes left to do the entire interior, but it's almost the start of something. Every single room is accounted for. I just noticed this big awkward empty space, but that's what happens when you put all your rooms in the corners. Lesson learned. Up here we have 3 rooms to sleep in, and that is it. We can house children legally. So bare minimum standard has been met there. I don't know if they can even walk around here. And the back garden doesn't really look like I wanted it to look. Like that bush is just floating in the middle of nowhere. Oh well. But the front looks good. You can tell what I start working on the most in my builds is this front facade. This line is a little bit too straight. I would have rounded that out more if I had the time. I don't do anything with the back on these small lots ever because there's not room for it. This is not that cute back here. But the front, I think the front is cute. This is going to go on the gallery if you want it, I guess. I'll call it the 1 hour cottage. The whole goal was to have a clip that was only an hour long so that I didn't have to do a lot of editing. So in that regard, I already won.